Hi everyone, today we're in a different location, a skincare book tag, and I'm drawing questions from two different things. First, what I do is I will grab my little headband here. A couple of things about my skincare routine and my skin in general. I have very sensitive skin and I do get acne. I used to have really bad acne as a teenager. I feel like I've tried almost everything. Sort of combination skin that leans a little bit more dry, especially because now it's winter time and my face has been a lot more dry. So I really got into skincare because I did have an allergic reaction twice now, specifically because I'm very sensitive to fragrance. This is like my regime that's kind of more on the basic side, and it also depends on day or night. So, but normally I do not use every single thing that's on this list of questions. Normally my basic routine is wash my face, put moisturizer on, sunscreen in the mornings. First question is makeup remover. And the question is, do you prefer books to be stripped down or with all the bells and whistles? So I love books that have crazy amount of detail. I've always done a double cleanse ever since I can remember. First ever started wearing makeup. I've used a lot of things. I hate makeup wipes. I've always hated them. They were always very irritating to me. I've tried like eye makeup remover. I never really liked it. Olive oil, coconut oil, that stuff. I really like balms a lot. Yes to coconut ultra hydration for dry skin. Coconut cleansing balm. Whenever I find something that I really love, they end up either discontinuing it, they start taking it away from the shelves and they only sell it online. But also when I use a little makeup eraser, especially when I'm wearing like really heavy makeup, which is what I'm wearing today, face, and it just looks like that. So there are two questions for this one. This one, name a bad reading habit you wish you could wipe clean. Going on Twitter or Instagram and then looking at authors like snippets or like stuff like that and then being spoiled about it. And one other bad habit that I used to have that was really bad was that I would read the last sentence on the last page of any book and then read it, and then it would spoil whatever was going to happen in the book because I was impatient. But my thought process was that, well, by the time I finish the book, I'm not going to remember what the last sentence of the last page was. And then the other question for cleanser is, you're reading a book that is making you ugly cry. Normally that wouldn't be a problem, except now you have mascara running down your face and you look like a hot mess. Time to break out the cleanser to wash everything off. What recent book has made you cry and why? Room. It was Room. Room was the last book that made me cry. It didn't make me cry. It just made me really emotional. I made a review on it. It's a really great book. It's not based on true events, but like it was inspired by true events, and then learning about that was just like another whole emotional thing. I love this cleanser, but I believe they discontinued it. But it is the Simple Sensitive Skin Experts Water Boost Micellar Facial Gel Wash with minerals and plant extract from the brand Simple. I'm gonna have to find another cleanser, which I do have another cleanser in mind, and I hope it works just as great because, like I said, I can't really use fragrance stuff on my face. I had to learn it the hard way because now I realize that my skin hates rose water so much. Two different ones. Name two different authors you think would balance each other out if they co-wrote a book together. Marissa Meyer and Sarah J. Maas. I think that would be really cool. James Dashner and Rick Riordan. And then also, I can't remember their names, who wrote Ready Player One, and then the guy who wrote Feed. I think that would be really cool. They're both in the science fiction realm. Normally I would do this a lot faster and just get my moisturizer on really quickly, but I normally don't pat my face dry. Fiore, derived from fruit, blueberry hydrating toner. And then the other question is, like, the need to balance out your skin. Add an old favorite book that you reach for to balance out the hatred of the book you just read. It would either be a tie between Delirium, Lunar Chronicles, or Marsilio in the Real World. That's a really great book too. This is from the Skin Nutrition's 1% hyaluronic acid plus vitamin C serum, and then either, depending on, I don't do this all the time, I only do it like maybe twice a week, and it depends. But this is the CeraVe Resurfacing Retinol Serum, also from the Skin Nutrition's Double Strength Retinol Night Pure Serum, flawless younger looking skin. The question for serum is, name one of the most intense books you've ever read. It would be a tie between Room, Book Thief, A Court of Mist and Fury, the second book, and the first book. I used the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. It's okay. It's just a simple moisturizer. So moisturizer. Name an author you've always you're always thirsty to read more from. So for moisturizer, another I'm always thirsty for is Cassandra Clare. I feel like that's a given at this point. I really love her work so much. Just petroleum jelly. I just take a little tiny bit. Pharmacy Do It All Total Eye Cream. So it looks like. Then I have this thing from like Real Techniques, which I bought a long time ago. And then for the eye cream, name a book you lost sleep over. City of Heavenly Fire. No doubt. I lost sleep over that thing so much. I stayed up reading about the wedding and I was crying the whole entire time because there were new characters that weren't really new, but they were. But there's like a thing called Zap It, and then I think I have another one. It's like a different gel or something like that. So body scrub would be, you're just finishing a book whose love interest makes your skin crawl and you have to go scrub yourself clean right now. Who are they and why can't you stand them? Rysend from A Court of Thorns and Roses. I cannot stand him. Can't stand him so much. I know a lot of people like him. And then another person who makes my skin crawl would be Teresa, the Maze Runner. I just didn't like her. She kind of gave me like a weird vibe. She just really bothered me a lot. But what I use as a body scrub, and I actually did use this on my face one time when I was really young and stupid and naive, and the first time I used it I was just like, this feels like sandpaper on my skin. It irritated so much and I felt like, am I doing this right? Am I using too much? Am I not using enough water? I tried everything. Like I maybe tried it once or twice and like after that I was just like, I can't do this. My face, no, it doesn't like it. But this is the St. Ives Blemish Control Apricot Scrub. So when I first used this and I felt the consistency of it when I was younger, I was like, this reminds me of that foot scrub that they use for pedicures. All throughout college. I had one friend of mine say, oh, in college you're gonna have so much time to read. No. But anyway, so this is the Eco Lips Lip Scrub in Vanilla Bean. I don't know, Will Herondale. He always does something like different and new, so I've always been on the edge of my seat for him. Plus it's like hot and cold relationship. You never know what you're gonna get with him. So yeah. And then the next question is lip balm. Vaseline, the original lip therapy. You're in the bathroom at a bar applying some lip balm when a cheerful tipsy character comes in and gives you a rundown of her horrific date. She makes you feel better about your disastrous love life. Who is she and what book is she from? Isabel Lightwood, definitely. I feel like she would just make my day in that situation. But I use this every now and then just because it's a lot thicker. And I know it doesn't do anything, but in conjunction with this, it feels nice, okay? It feels nice in the mornings. But this is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. Okay, so the next question is hand cream. So it depends on what I'm using. It's the Vaseline Petroleum Advanced Repair. You just applied hand cream and you're about to read. Do you wash your hands so you don't stain the pages? Go with it, or just remove the dust jacket. I wash my hands right away. I hate greasy hands in general. I hate putting lotion on my hands. I just hate it. I mean, it's fine on the back of my hands, but then when it's on the front of my hands, I'm kind of just like, it's really weird. One time I borrowed my cousin's version of the Hunger Games and literally the pages were stained with like red Cheeto dust because she was eating, and it really weirded me out because like I just don't like my pages to be ruined. Okay, face mask. Is that the Milky Piggy Carbonated Bubble Clay Mask. Face mask, show a book you bought to treat yourself, and then the other one is first impressions are tricky. Which character surprised you after they took off their face mask as the story went on? Or the last book that I bought to treat myself, Chain of Gold. Who surprised me? Yeah, I don't have an answer for that one. So I wanted to add in the question of sunscreen. I know I'm doing this as a nighttime routine, but I wanted to add this question in for sunscreen because you need to stay protected. Because my family always told me, oh, you don't need it because you don't burn. Yeah, even though I don't burn, that doesn't necessarily mean nothing is happening to my skin. One day it hit me, man, when you really think about it, you're actually cooking your skin to make it tan. But normally a sunscreen that I use, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it's the only sunscreen that I've found so far that is fragrance free. It's the Pure Simple, I can't read it because it has a sticker on it, but it's from Copper Tones and it's their hypoallergenic and gentle sunscreen, and it's in the SPF 50. So a question for sunscreen I would pick would be, what is a book and a character that always has your back and has you covered? who you know would have you covered in that world. All of the characters in the Mortal Instruments, I feel like they would have my back, except for maybe Jessame, but Jessame, I think she would come along. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see all you guys in the next video. Bye.